What's up? What's up? All right. Just hanging here, finishing my post-workout protein drink. I hope you have one in your hands as well, my friends. Let me take a sip here. Feed the muscles. Okay, so we're going to wean into this because I have a story for you, all right? I'm going to start out the segment with a story for you. Just got back from vacation. Thank you for following me while I was away, having a little laugh or two with the family. And get a lot to talk about today. We're not going to be long, so hang around. Try to hang around till the end here today, and then you can go enjoy your Saturday. I know you have stuff to do, so do we all. But let me finish my lunch. It's not really my lunch. I do this on top of lunch or in front of lunch because you want to feed the muscles. Okay, so let's do that first. And the reason I'm talking about this now is because we're going to get deep into nutritional choices today, among other things. All right? So let's have a drink. Hang on. Now, you're all asking me about what I do. Let's start with that, and then I'll get into my story. This is Gold Standard Whey Protein. I've talked about that before. I'm not pushing the product. I'm not endorsing anything. I'm not getting paid to tell you this, but you people have been asking me, and I want to share it all with you. Yes, I am. I'm a licensed trainer, and so I share all my information with you. And with me today is, of course, little KK back there. Always a pleasure, little KK. Did you miss me while I was gone, little KK? Did you? All right. Well, I missed you guys too. We didn't do a live, but I did post, and hopefully you saw some of that. Okay, so Gold Standard Whey Protein, 24 grams per serving, once or twice a day. Depends what I've done that day, okay? It depends how hard I hit the workouts that day. All right, so let me tell you a little story. Sit back and relax and listen, because this is going to lead into the segment and why we're here today. I don't just get on live just to get on live. There's always a point behind my lives. Don't forget that. Little KK, she knows that as well. So here the thing is. Several years ago, I lived out in Hollywood, and it was a rough town, like any of the towns I grew up in. I grew up in Newark, New Jersey. I lived in Hoboken, New Jersey. I've lived in some tough cities, okay? And I wouldn't have it any other way. But the Hollywood years were unique. When I moved out there, I was living right by Hollywood Boulevard and the Sunset Strip, and it wasn't exactly the safest place in the world. It still isn't. It probably never will be, because it's a city. If you live out there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So one night, listen to what I'm telling you here. It leads into the purpose of this segment. I did a little bartending out there, and I was a great bartender, by the way. You know, did all that flipping bottles, this and that. It was fast. I had fun doing it. But one night, I get out of a gig right on Hollywood Boulevard. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning, and I decided to walk home from the gig to my apartment building, which was maybe 3 or 4 blocks away. It was 1 o'clock. It's a beautiful night. I figured I'd walk. The problem is, it was a tough area, and I had over $200-300 in cash in my pocket, and I'm walking home, and I felt the presence. Nobody around, but all of a sudden I felt the presence, and what that presence was a car full of gangbangers creeping up behind me. So I'm on the sidewalk. Listen to what I'm telling you here. I'm walking down the sidewalk, minding my own business. I got a pocket full of cash, okay? At the time, I probably had a couple phone numbers. You know, I was single back in the day. And I'm walking home, and I feel the presence of this car creeping up behind me. And I look over, and I knew it was coming, being from the streets in Newark. You're constantly on guard. We talked about that one time. Be aware of your surroundings. I'll get into that too. So I'm walking home, and I look over, and I knew it was coming. The car slows down. Window opens up on the passenger side. Guy yells out the window, "What's up?" I go, "Hey, what's up?" I keep walking. Keep walking. Guy says, "Got any money?" And this is what I did. I looked over. I didn't wait. I didn't hesitate. My estimation is there were 4 or 5 of these guys in this car. Gangbangers looking to jack me, if not beat my ass, if not end me right then and there. So here's what I did. I'm walking this way, car is going this way. It's right there, right there. I threw my backpack over my shoulder, and I fucking took off like a leopard in the opposite direction. I took off. I didn't ask questions. I didn't try to reason with these guys. You know, I didn't have a weapon on me at all. I had a corkscrew. What does that matter? And I ran like hell in the opposite direction, and I'm sprinting. So these guys threw their car into reverse, and they're gunning it, man. I mean, they're coming at me, and they're driving, and they're yelling shit out, and these guys were going to jack me. But guess what? I took off like a sprinter, and I did not stop running until I found the nearest business that happened to be open. It was a 24-hour gym, and which I happened to be a member of, oddly enough, and I ran into that gym. It was a Hollywood boxing gym, and I'm pinging like crazy here. I don't know why. So I get into the gym, and at that point, they abandon the chase. Here is my point, you guys. Here's my point. Let's get into the fitness part of this story here. Even then, I worked out every single day, pretty much. I was in shape. I was fast because I sprinted. I ran. I practiced agility, kept my body weight low. I kept my body limber, okay, and flexible. If I had not done that, if I was not in those habits and I didn't exercise that discipline even back then, there's no question about it, these guys would have caught me. These guys would have caught me, and I would not be talking to you today. I probably wouldn't be here today. It's a dangerous country, right? United States, let's face it. It's a dangerous place. It's a violent country. So my point to you is this. You need to have an edge. If the shit goes down, and it might go down, somebody might come in here right now. If the shit goes down, what are you going to do about it? How far are you going to get? How far are you going to get before the bad guys get you? Or something else. Could be a natural disaster. Do you get what I'm saying here? How are you going to get away? How are you going to defend yourself? Say they corner you. What are you going to do about it? You know I'm into the martial arts. It's not going to do shit against a gun or a pack of knives, but I'm going to have an edge, right? Survival of the fittest. I got away because I had the discipline to keep my body toned and ready and my reflexes sharp, all right? And I keep my body lightning fast even today at the age of almost 56 years old. I keep my body fast. And we're going to do some sprints in the park in a future live. We're going to do that. Little KK is going to film that because I want to get you into that. Speed, strength, flexibility, okay? Reflexes, I'll say that again, reflexes, and a sharp intuition of your environment. Be in tune with your surroundings. I'm not here to just talk to you about your body. I'm here to talk to you about your instincts and your brain. Rambo once said he likes to think that the mind is the best weapon. Do you guys remember that line? The mind is the best weapon, so you need to keep it sharp. When the shit goes down in this crazy world that we're living in right now, this unpredictable, you want me to be blunt with you? This unbelievably fucked up time we're living in. Are you going to be ready when the shit goes down? So here's what we do. We work on getting you to the best possible version of you ever, and we do that now. Now, if you've been following us for the past 3 months, you know what I'm all about. You know I keep it real. I'm not about bullshit. You go back, you access my lives on Rumble, Fitness by Faz, on Rumble, and you access all these lives. This is what, 14, little KK? 15. Congratulations, like an anniversary, 15th episode. And you could access it all like you binge in a series. If you can binge Stranger Things and Ozark, you can binge this, okay? And you're going to learn a hell of a lot more. So, all right, point made. Point understood, hopefully, by you, that you need to keep an edge in today's world. Okay, so I go away on vacation, and it was a staycation sort of thing because it was close to where we live. So we drive out. I'm going to tell you where it was. You saw it on the videos anyway. It was Universal Studios because I got a little 11-year-old boy, and he's the light of my life, and we brought him to Universal Studios. And I'm going to tell you, I haven't been to a theme park in a long, long time. It's not my thing. I don't like crowds. I'm going to be dead honest with you. I can't stand crowds. I can't stand big crowds of strangers. I really don't. It's not that I don't like people. I do. I love people. But I can't stand mobs of people. But I went. And I also don't like the insane pricing that's going on. We'll get into that in a little while. So here's the deal. What's up, KK? KK's got a question. What is it? All right, give her a second here. We might have a question. Sometimes we pause for that. That's possible. Is that what you got? I'll take a sip while you're figuring it out.
Somebody's saying I need a double cheeseburger and fries and a nap.
You need a double cheeseburger and fries and a nap? Yeah? Okay. Hey, listen, I do that too. You know, you're preaching to the choir. I'm not saying eliminate shit out of your life. And it's nice that you made a joke. That's funny because I do that. I do nap. Almost every day, by the way, if I can. And I do eat cheeseburgers. I do. And I do have a beer. And I do this and I do that. I was on vacation. I do all that. But I'm telling you, if you're going to do that, that's fine. As long as you keep your body in shape and in tune. All right? So let's get back into my story. So I go out to the theme park, and I'm going to tell you now that theme parks should be an inspiration to stay in shape, okay? Because based on what I witnessed out in this theme park, I haven't been to one in a very long time, but based on what I saw, I've never been more motivated to get in the best shape of my life. I'm not there right now. I've been in better shape. I'll get in better shape as I continue to go. But looking around, my friends, it's let me use a very strange word. It's flabbergasting to see what's going on in this country. It's really, really, really disturbing to a point where I'm like, really? This is your choice?
To a point where you're like, train harder.
Yes, to a point where you're like, for God's sake, train harder, or at the very least, cut down on whatever it is you're doing because it's not working. And listen to me. I'm not judging. You guys, don't get me wrong here. You choose what you choose. And if you choose to go through life as a 35-year-old in a scooter, okay, because you can't walk, all right, if you choose that, God bless you. All the power to you. That is your choice. It's your life. You only get one, and go for it. You do that thing. But if that's your choice, I'm probably not for you. If your choice is, if you're in that position where you can't walk, and your choice is to be something different than that, this is where I come in. Now, at this theme park, there's a moving sidewalk. It's like what they have at the airport. You know, it's a moving sidewalk. And it's long, man. I'm gonna guess this thing was 100 yards long to get you from the parking area to the rides in the theme park. Me, my wife, and my kid were one of the few people walking beside that on the cement, on the regular pavement, okay? There's two reasons for that. A, because we enjoy walking, okay? B, because this moving sidewalk was congested with people to the point where they were packed in like sardines. But here's the disturbing thing about that moving sidewalk. Yeah, it's going to save you time, but it's meant to walk on. It is meant to actually walk on so you get from point A to point B a little quicker. It is not meant for you to stand there, okay, like a statue and wonder how long it's going to take you to get to the entrance of this place. Now, again, there were staircase levels. There were stairs, is what I'm trying to say. But they were big. It was a big staircase to get into the park alongside that moving sidewalk. The staircase, my best guess is it's 100 steps. Big deal. It's about 100 steps. Right next to that, you know what was there, was an escalator. But again, the escalator is really meant to get you there a little quicker. You're stepping. You're not just standing like a mummy unless you have a problem, unless you seriously have a physical problem where you cannot walk or climb stairs. I understand that. But guess what we did? We took the stairs, the regular stairs, the stairs. Because A, I didn't want to stand there packed in. I think of that Lucille Ball. You guys remember I Love Lucy, where there's a conveyor belt and they're pulling chocolates off the conveyor belt. That's exactly what this thing looked like. They're standing there. And I'm like, you people need to move your asses. You know, I'm gonna be very dead honest with you. If you choose to be 400 pounds, okay, Why is it that your kid needs to be the same thing? And that's a disturbing thing too. I saw a lot of that. Like the habits were trickling down to the children, and that's disturbing. 8-year-old children, my friends, should never be 200 pounds. It should not be the case. That's not their choice. That's right. That's right. You train them to be more disciplined, because if they look like that, and their eating habits, absolutely, because if they are 200 pounds at 8 years old, that is the parents' fault. That is not the kid's fault. The kid has no control over that at that age. They don't know what they're doing. So I'm looking around at this, and I'm getting to my points here. We're going to keep this brief today. But I'm looking around, and I'm like, something's got to give here. Because if the shit went down here in the middle of that theme park, and you know what I'm talking about, any kind of disturbing situation could happen. Anything.
Could you even crouch?
Yeah.
Can you even crouch behind a bush?
Could you hear what KK said?
You don't even have to run. Like, if you couldn't make it a block, you better be able to crouch.
Yeah, think about that. Yeah, because I will in a sec, but here's what she said. KK's got a great point, because I'm focusing on, can you run away? But she's saying, can you even, say some whack job decides, and I'm going to tell you who it is, somebody's doing this, what can you do? If you can't run, you crouch. But a lot of people can't do this. Say there's a wall right here, and it's a 2 or 3 foot wall. Are you able to get down? Are you even able to get down?
Rise quickly and take off. Like,
oh, well, then that's not going to happen.
Like, rise up and just, like, jump away.
Right. What she's saying is, can you actually, just whatever the situation may be. Hey, listen, it could be an earthquake. There's Universal Studios in L.A., in California as well. So say an earthquake happens. Forget about, crazy people. If an earthquake happens, are you able to run to safety? Are you able to even get out of the way of a falling beam or whatever the case may be? But do you understand the point of what I'm talking to you about here today? You need to keep your bodies really sharp today, my friends, because we love you. I love you. But based on what I saw in this park, it's like something's got to give. Something's got to change. You people, and I'm not talking to you guys per se, but these people are not ready for whatever the shit is. It's going to go down eventually somewhere.
I mean, you could look, you could blame this on me, but you can look around the world right now, and power's being shut off, tanks are being, put
Yeah,
right
okay,
now.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's millions and upon
Yeah,
millions.
actually, yeah.
I mean, like, what if that was us? And I pray to God that it never is, and obviously you pray to God too that it never comes to that. But, like, can you crouch behind a bush?
All right, well, what she's saying is, let me expand on what you're saying. So what she's basically, KK, saying here is something that needs to sink into you guys. It needs to sink into everybody in this country. Let's focus, or on the planet. We got global viewers, and thank you guys. I love you from all over. But listen to me. There's a lot of crazy shit happening. You know what this is like right now? This is based on the last 2 years. And I've said this before. I don't pull punches. I call them like I see them. This is a modern day Armageddon. It really is. There's so much crazy shit going on right now that you sort of have to think about, okay, what are the priorities? Now, let's start to get into priorities here. What is your priority? Is your priority to go out? Let's just talk about inflation for a second. I want to talk about money for a second here, because a lot of people are afraid of investing in themselves. Let's just put it that way. Now, you go on vacation, you need to do that. We need to live. I understand everybody feels like they've been cooped up forever with the virus. I get that. But there is an epidemic of people running around like crazy, doing everything they've never done. And again, you got to have a good time, but it's almost like a frenzy. And if you haven't noticed that, you're not aware, okay? You're just not aware of your surroundings. But everything is popular right now. And what happens when everything's popular? What happens when everybody's doing the same damn thing? Prices escalate. Now think about that. Now I go to Universal, and I had a great time. But I've never seen people so willing. Now listen to what I'm saying to you. This is the meat and potatoes of this live. I've never seen people so willing, okay, to line up. I'm talking 50 to 100 deep in the lobby of the hotel for a donut. And they're lined up in the lobby of the hotel. Listen to me. And I eat donuts too. So don't be smart asses about that. Oh, I can eat a donut. Yeah, I do too. But they're lined up 100 deep to pay. I think the donuts were like, this is one friggin' donut. $5 a piece. I'm gonna guess. I didn't buy one. The donuts, regular donut, and this is what people are willing to stand up and line up to pay. And don't think for 1 second they're buying one. They're buying 3 or 4, and they're eating them. The Starbucks line, same thing. Okay? That could be any coffee shop. This happened to be them. $7 a cup, and the line was endless. Now, listen here. Here's the punchline. Right above that donut line, okay, right above it in the hotel, was this kick-ass gym. And if you guys follow me, you saw what I was posting the entire time I was away from that gym. Beautiful gym, Jack LaLanne, absolutely amazing place. Full gym. You know what I did every morning? I worked out. I didn't go nuts. I'm on vacation. I want to go out and have a good time, and I did that. But I got up. I said to my wife and kid, I said, hey, I'll be back in 45 minutes. I'm going down. I'm going to get a workout in. We're going to be ready. 45 minutes. Sometimes only 30, but I got in there and I got it done. Now, the gym was sparse, and the only people that were in that gym were the fit people. And I'm looking around like, hey, they're not necessarily bodybuilders or gymnasts, but these people look like they making an effort to get in shape and stay in shape. And those are the only people that were in there. Tiny little portion of this hotel. Whereas the donut line was one of these things where, it's like a ride at Universal where you're just standing there and you're looking back and forth and you're creeping up and you're getting your wallet ready and you're getting in line, and that's absolutely fine. But why wouldn't you hit the damn gym for 20 minutes before that? How come? That's a choice. You get me? That is a choice. And I'm not telling you how to live your life. I tell you that every week. I'm simply saying if you're following me, I'm going to tell you what I think. And I think that if you devoted 20 to 30 minutes of your time before you hit that donut line, hey, now let's go to the park. Let's jet to the park because I'm having a good time talking to you. We're almost done actually, but in the park, the hot dogs, let's talk about inflation and choices here. The hot dogs, folks, it's a hot dog. That's all it is. People are like, oh, it's a good hot dog. Or, oh, it's a long hot dog. It's a foot-long hot dog. Yeah, but essentially it's just a hot dog. The hot dogs were $13 in the park. Now, I want you to think about that. $13, not including the drink you're going to get to wash down that hot dog. Okay? $13. So the choice is, now these people are the people that are going to buy food all day in the park. I did a post about the snacks that we brought in. And I'm not a cheapskate, but I don't like to be shafted. So I had a backpack. I got some healthy snacks in it. And not only did I eat healthy out of our backpack, but we didn't buy the garbage, and we saved a shit ton of money because we did not go into those lines and get the popcorn for $8 a bag, this big, the $13 a hot dog. And again, you need to have fun. I'm not telling you not to do that. But I saved a shitload of money. I kept my body in shape. I didn't put on 5 pounds while I was away for 5 days. I didn't do that. And I ate healthy. So choice is, you get in the line, and you buy that $13 hot dog or that $8 popcorn or that $5 donut or that little bag of popcorn or that $4 little bottle of water. Folks, this big, $4. You can do that. Why wouldn't you devote that money to yourself? Why wouldn't you invest in yourself? Okay? I'm going to give you an example right now. Listen, I'm not pushing you guys. I'm telling you, you're following me for a reason, and I'm giving you the solutions to the problems, okay? These are the people paying for this shit that refuse to invest in themselves, right, little KK? Now, little KK, I'm going to use her as a perfect example. What did you do you decided to put your money into the gym memberships or a trainer. She had me train her for a little while, right? She decided what to do with her money. Now, she could have trained with me and she could have said, this guy's not for me, and and she moves along, but she gave it a shot. She put her money toward herself. She's investing not in me, but in herself. So I want you to consider something. I want you to consider something right now. Are you lost? You're investing in yourself. Are you lost?
When you're in high inflation, when you think back to the Depression, they were not investing in the economy. Okay?
No,
Because the
no.
economy was failing. They literally started investing
Absolutely.
And during the Depression is where a lot of civilian businesses were born in the Depression.
That's right.
Mom and pop shops, that's where they were born.
That's absolutely right. And I hope you can hear what she's saying because she's giving you a little historical lesson here.
Investing in big corporations.
No, but listen to this. But let me expand on that for a second. Money is tight. We know this. It's insane. The price of admission, I'm going to tell you right now. This is great stuff you're giving me, okay? The Kennedy Space Center, I capped off our trip by going there, Cape Canaveral. Now, I'm walking up, and again, inflation, you need to hear this. The admission for an adult is $75 at that place, $75 a head. The kids are $65. Oh, thanks so much. Senior citizen is $70 bucks. But think about that for a second. Family of 5, you're dropping hundreds of dollars to walk in there. Now, again, you have to enjoy yourself. I get that. But you're not putting the money into yourself. You're not investing in your physique, your body. This is all you've got. The experiences are great. I want you to do that. But essentially, this is all we've got is our makeup, our bodies. Okay? Take in point my program. I give you free content because I want you to succeed. You get the sneak previews and the coming attractions in YouTube, and that's for you. You go to Fitness by Faz on YouTube, and you have all the samplers you ever need. Or you can invest in yourself if you want a solid, clear, concise, accountable plan. That's where you go to Fitness by Faz, the website. Now, you don't all have to do that. The people that have trained with me have achieved nothing but success, and I'll pat myself on the back right now. So Fitness by Faz is where you get the full Monty, where you don't even have to think. You're accountable to me and you go and do it. Now, listen. The hot dog, $13. A month's worth of my workouts. 1 month's supply, $14.95. Okay? And again, I'm not trying to push you on a product here. I don't need to. I got people lining up to train with me. Thank you all, whoever you are. And a lot of you have done that in the past few weeks. I'm not here to push. I'm here to tell you you need to make choices in life. The hot dog, or for the same price, a month's worth of your health and fitness. People don't do that. And again, I'm so glad I went to the theme park because I know that the bulk of those people are not investing in themselves. They're investing in crap. You got to pay the admission to the park. You can't get around that, but you don't have to buy that shit in that park. You do not have to do that. You do not have to go. Let me give you an example. I'm a big Springsteen fan. I'm from Jersey. I love him. But these tickets just went on sale 2 days ago. Ladies and gentlemen, thousands of dollars per seat to go and see this, okay? Based on adjustable pricing. That's a cute new thing that they're doing. They're pricing the tickets based on demand. And I forgot what they call that. Dynamic pricing, which is a bullshit shit show of a system to sell people tickets. But guess what? Guess what? For thousands of dollars a seat, Springsteen sold out all his concerts. And I say this, brace yourselves, thousands of dollars for a 2-hour, 3-hour show. Where the fuck are your priorities? Okay, you know who you are. Where are your priorities that you can honestly say your body's not worth $14 a month or whatever it is that you're going to pay, even a gym, I don't care. You're paying thousands of dollars to go into a concert. So think about that for a second, in the worst inflation in history. So the whole idea of this live is priorities. Are you ready to take care of yourself when the shit goes down? Are you going to be able to do that? However you do this. Now you can go out, I don't care if you go outside and walk 4 miles a day, okay? But you're doing something that's going to prepare you for the shit that may go down, okay? And it's also going to help you keep money in your pocket rather than drain your supply dry, man. Drain your bank accounts dry. And the reason I'm talking about money here is because we have never seen in 4 decades, right? I think that's what it is. 4 decades, we've never seen such crazy inflation in the USA than we're seeing right now. And yet I see people just accepting it and paying for nonsense. So my point to you in this live, ladies and gentlemen, fitness friends, love you all. You have to decide what your fitness is worth.
Eric!
Okay? Hey, come here. And I want to introduce you to somebody, because we were just about to end, but I want to introduce you to somebody right now. One of my trainer buddies. This is Eric. Look at him. He's got the sexy beard and everything. So little KK, ask him a question. And he'll talk into the mic for a second, and then we'll end it.
So Eric, how can we make this society right now love fitness and love your body and love yourself the way that we do? What do you think the key is to engagement? Really getting people to, I mean, obviously you want people to, for me, let me say this, I want to love my trainer, because if I don't love my trainer, I'm not going to follow them mentally to places that my mind doesn't let me go alone. So
yeah, and I would say that's important, but what I would say is more important than loving your trainer, loving yourself. If you don't care about yourself, you don't care about your own quality of life, you don't care about the people who care about you and your quality of life, you're never going to invest. And so invest in yourself. I've been watching some of this, and I would agree with everything you're saying. If you don't invest in yourself, you can't expect other people to invest in you. Like, why would anyone else invest in you if you don't find enough value in yourself to commit to your own? And we're not talking about looking jacked in the mirror. We're talking about a quality of life. We're talking about getting up, living every day to the best of your capabilities. This is not about going in and doing 100 pull-ups. This is, can you get up and live life at a high quality? That's what we're after. Love yourself enough. You get one shot at this. Love yourself enough to do it well.
Love the one you're with.
There you go.
All right.
If you can't be with the one you love,
Now you
love the one you love.
exactly. And one last thing.
Yes.
Who is your idol?
If I don't say you,
Then we got a lot of shit
That's
to talk
right, there
about.
we go.
That's my boy, but you heard it right there. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have today. Thank you so much. Let's work out.
let's do it.
All right. Peace.